Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host. Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source.
Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses, such as criticism, comment, news report.
Sorry about that. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Mike Reed, and I'm here to teach you about the commercial kitchen equipment, including laundry. I know things have been a little interesting with the weather and whatnot for you guys. Florida in the cold that they're not used to. Excuse me. And then going up East Coast, even Chicago is super cold. I'm going to drop the link. Any of you guys can come on up anytime during this broadcast. There it is. It's on your screen. So what I do here is I help people find employment in the industry. If you're interested in just working for yourself, I show you where you can go and get the training. Hold on 1 second. I'll show you where you can go and get the training. Most of it is at a nominal fee. You only have a few things that the training is quite expensive. But other than that, this is one of the few industries that you're going to be able to get into where it doesn't matter what your past is like. It doesn't matter what your education is. Doesn't matter if you have GED, any of that. Hell, if you work for yourself, that doesn't even make a difference anyway. So this is, and there is a relatively low barrier to entry to get into this field. So it's a field where you can get in, make 6 figures with a very small outlay. This business completely and solely depends on the technicians that are going out. This depends on their skill level. All right. 1 second here. I didn't charge up the Mac. Sorry about that. Let me see what we got here. So we have a few people that came in early. Oh, yeah. 1 second. But yeah, any questions that you guys have on the business, feel free to ask away. On yesterday's live stream, I completely forgot to bring up Middleby Marshall's training. Hold on 1 second. When the hell is this training? These are the training classes. I am so sorry. I forgot about these. These are the training classes in Chicago. Once again, like I said about if you're in Wisconsin, all that kind of stuff, these are the ones for you. Yo, Riley, what's going on? Yeah, I've added to my oh, uh-oh, you can't even see it. I've added to my setup. Let me see if you can let me see if you can see it. Let me do some of this. Ah, the screen is completely on green screen. But anyway, so I got another screen that is just dedicated. I put another screen that's just dedicated to the training schedule. So now I don't need to use my glasses. And I'm so sorry. I had this damn screen for years and just never did utilize it. So Middleby Marshall is having training in Elgin. This is February 17th. It is a 3-day class. So they're going to go over the Wow Oven, the CTX, and the X Series platform. I'm not familiar with the X Series. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. Let's see. And Middleby Marshall, they're the ones that really made the conveyor toaster. The conveyor pizza oven. I think they created the segment. I do believe. I think that's the story that they tell, and they tell quite often. Hold on, Middleby Marshall. If you're wondering where the other guys are, that are in the space, the other guys are at AHR. I think AHR started today. I'm not too big with that one because I'm not into HVAC, and I know it's not solely dedicated to HVAC, but whatever. Hold on one second. Let me make this. Okay, so this is what I was looking at on my screen. Yeah, so I was made aware of this by a viewer, and he told me about the Middleby Marshall and all the other Middleby training classes that they have. But this is coming up. Oh damn, that's already done. That was February 3rd. Oh, that's tomorrow. Oh, what the hell is this for? Okay, so they're still going to be doing that. That's tomorrow. Let me see if their registration is closed. Now you're not going to be able to do the pop up. Unfortunately, this is something where you got to call in advance. So unless you know somebody that or got a contact at Middleby, you're probably going to have to let this one go. So here, as you see, they have the actual ovens there for you to learn about, work on. At this same facility, they do the AJ Tunes training. And I think they almost do the AJ Tunes. No, they do the AJ Tunes training twice a year. And at this facility, they do the train the trainer. Let me show you what these are. You guys unfamiliar with this? All right, so here's the Middleby Wow Oven. They have done this update where they have the new display. They've they've done this thing where they have the new display. And of course, now that they've gone with display, that means they've gone away from the old thermostat controls and all the sensors that they had for that. So I think that's sort of like what's driving a lot of this urgency for them to do a lot of this training. The product is changed dramatically. So this is, like I said, I believe these, you can stack these. I wonder if you can stack these 3. And these are the ones they pump out. How many hundreds of pizzas in an hour do they pump out? Let me see here. So it takes only 12 minutes to produce a pizza from end to end. It'll be wow. Let's see here. Why won't they give us the numbers? Natural gas. But they use this for, like they said here, it's sandwich chains, pizza shops, cookie concepts. There are quite a few cookie locations that actually use these ovens. And so once again, the training on this one, if you are Chicago, Ohio, Indiana, this is the closest thing that you got. And they have, yeah. So day one is February 3rd, which is tomorrow. And whatever the PS 640. So let's see what the 640, it is a hands-on training. They're obviously giving you books. Okay, so here's the PS 40. And you can get them in gas or electric. The pizza, a lot of pizza chains will use them. All the names that you do know, it all depends on how old that pizza chain is. If you have an older pizza chain, you will find them in there. Jet Pizza is pretty much using them wherever they have a location. Marco's Pizza, you might see them there. You might see an XLT. It all depends. So I will keep you guys updated on when they have another class in Chicago. Everything is on the middle beat. Oh, matter of fact, that's what I wanted to show you. I want to show you the AJ Antunes. Here's their train the trainer class. And once again, I didn't see a cost with that Middleby Marshall class. And as far as I know of, I haven't seen anything where they have a cost with the AJ Antunes. They have another brand. It's called Roundup, not the bug spray. Let me see here. I gotta go through this, and then it'll give me, yeah. So February 2nd through the 5th. Obviously, you're gonna miss that. But the second class is August 3rd. So I believe these are going to be the only two for the year. So the one is February 2nd through the 5th. And then the other one, so this, if you plan on working for any sandwich shops, if you want any type of private schools as clients, that type of thing, retirement homes, they're all using one of these, if not more, from AJ Antunes. And once you get trained on AJ Antunes, you're going to pretty much be up to speed on everybody else in the market. I've covered AJ Antunes quite a bit, but this is This is a train the trainer class. So I'll give you an example of one of the customers that really heavily relies on AJ and Tunes and Roundup. That is Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs, I mean, most of their operation is AJ and Tunes. So here it is. One day you're going to be spending that whole day on HRT, troubleshooting, replacing components, all that kind of good stuff. And then the next day you're just gonna break it up with like 2 different products. The VZT, I think the VZT is the what is it, the vertical toaster? This is that new RS1000. Hold on one second. You know what I'm probably gonna end up doing? I'll just break down some of these for you. I thought this was no. Hold on one second. My bad. It's a RS1000. I think it's the RS1000. I think the RS1000 is their water system. No, okay. Like Jollibee uses AJ and Tunes. The 1000 is the steamer, which they would prefer for you to have their filter system. This is their rapid steamer. As you can see, it is not cheap. 4,800 bucks. So yes, people are gonna have to have that fixed. And there's the other brand name, Roundup. But AJ and Tunes is the parent line. You'll see this interchangeably in McDonald's and Burger King. You'll see AJ and Tunes in those locations. And here, let me show you one of the other ones. Well, I would just do this. Hold on. It's a whole lot easier to do this. You might have noticed these two. This is the VCT. Yeah, there it is, that VCT with the vertical bun toaster. So if you've ever wondered what that thing was, now you know. When you actually look at the back operations, you'll often see that there is going to be 2 or 3 of these in the back. If you actually look and see how many are plugged up, you're going to notice that there's always one unplugged. And if you look at it even further, you're going to notice that like some of the covers and stuff are going to be off of that. It's a thing that we do in this business. From the counter, you can spy all the way back into the operation, and you kind of look and see what is broken and what is functional. And there is always one of these that is broken. So lots of work out there. Yeah, and once again, these things are not cheap. It is a vital piece of equipment because without it, you get bun toasting inconsistency. It doesn't sound like a bad thing, but it will cause a customer to not order again or delay returning to that restaurant. No matter if it's sit down or fast food, it will delay them from returning. So with this, they're actually able to have the employees set it company-wide, nationwide, set the toaster, and have the product turn out the same way, no matter if you're in New York or if you're in LA. Those buns are supposed to come out the exact same way. All right, let me see here. Let me get to moving on to some of this other stuff. So that's AJ and Tunes. I did flash it up on my scrolling video training that I have. So if you missed that one, your next hold on a second. If you missed that, your next opportunity, I believe, is what was that? August. So it's 4 days. They're going to give you training guides and all that. The whole object behind this, the thought behind this, is to train one person, and that one person trains everybody else in the operation. So once again, this is going to be at AJ and Tunes. This is going to be, I believe, this is going to be the one in Elgin. But you just need to contact them in Carroll Street. All classes are free. Yeah, all classes are free. All classes are free and on site. So like I said, most of these classes are going to be free. You got a few, like Rationale is going to charge you like $2,000. Let me see here. Alto Sham. Let me see here. Alto Sham. I want to say Alto Sham is around $700-800. And I haven't been showing very much about Alto Sham because the class is already full. The classes, hold on, let me get out of that. The classes are already full for Alto Sham. And for those of you that are new, this is for the combi ovens, the steam ovens. So everything is waitlisted up until June. And when they say waitlisted, just, you can forget about it. You can forget about it. So I would say you only got a couple more days. Yo, what's happening, my apps? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? What the hell? Uh-oh, I don't have my sound. Uh-oh. Fun times. So, there you go. Hold on one second. Let me do my... There it is. There we go. I don't know what happened to my thing. It got, on my end, my sound got messed up. My bad if my voice was a little too loud. My apps. Yo, is there anything in particular you want me to cover today? Because I've gone over some of the latest and greatest in training. We do have, oh, damn, I forgot about the people on Instagram. Damn. I sure forgot about Instagram. I'm just covering different things. So I covered some of the training stuff. Yeah, oof. I just added Instagram, my bad. All kind of fun stuff is happening. A 43 location Subway. Filed for bankruptcy. This is courtesy of Restaurant Business Online. This is what restaurants look like. Ones that are actually being used, ones that are actually serving food. And this isn't a health code violation, believe it or not. Now, might the health code, might the agent that's out there telling them that they need to get it clean? Yeah, they'll tell them they might say that. And if they don't get it cleaned after 2 or 3 other inspections, then they might, make it mandatory. But that's just some of the stuff that's going around. So this is AHR. So this is live. So this is from PLP's booth 3 hours ago. Oh, my app say you've been snowed in. Oh, you've been snowed in. Finally coming up for air. Going to ice machine training tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Because your stuff is, yeah. Maryland stuff was yesterday or is it not? My bad. Today is Monday. Today and tomorrow, I think. I know a lot of you guys don't look at Instagram. I do. So this is a quick little snapshot on what you guys aren't really watching on Instagram. 1, 2, 3. Damn, he spent $1,000 just for just to. No, he spent $1,500 on that wall. And that is the very latest. Damn, he's still going. Oh, no. I got to go. Let me go to, let me turn on the sound. Now that's it. So AHR is going on right now. And everybody's doing pushing amplification. Oh, Twin Peaks. Oh, yeah, Twin Peaks also. Oh, Fat Brands and Twin Peaks file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Restaurant news. Oh, once again, this is why I talk about. I like that. Anyway, this is why I talk about what these things mean. Big things.
Let's map it out. Expand service fleet. Hire 3 more techs. Online.
Once again, that's HVAC, Jess. So they give out awards and stuff like that at AHR. See, it's sponsored by Hire, GE. Well, yeah, Hire owns GE now.
Tired of struggling to load vending machines?
Oh, yeah, I like these.
Air tow trailers lower flat to the ground, making loading safer, faster, and damage-free. No more injuries or broken machines. Tap below to see why vending pros across the country choose air tow trailers. Tired of struggling to load vending machines up a ramp? Air tow trailers lower flat to the ground, making.
Wait. You said Twin Peaks. Wait a minute. You said Twin Peaks went out of business. You're in Virginia, right? You're in Maryland, right? In 90 days. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what that's. Let's see what we got. So this opportunity that comes around, what happens is this. The other service companies, they will fall back. Now you can step up. You can step up and say, hey, excuse me. You can step up and say, hey, I'll do the work for you, but you got to pay me cash, or you guys got to write me a check, cash, check, or credit card. I'm not waiting on anything from corporate. Because what they tend to do, especially in a situation like this, what they tend to do is they tend to rack up a hefty ass bill. When I say a hefty ass bill, I'm talking about 6 figures. They will rack up a 6-figure bill with a service company, like it's nobody's business. And while they're in the middle of, while that service company is in the middle of trying to get payment and make negotiations on this slow pay, because what they'll do is they'll pay a little bit of the bill. Corporate will try to pay a little bit of the bill as they go. And during that slow pay period, that large service company is going to stop doing work for them. And that's when you can come on up and make a deal with those individual location managers and say, hey, I'll do the work, but you're gonna have to pay me when I finish. I'm not dealing with corporate. I'm not waiting on a check to come from headquarters. You gotta pay me. And usually what happens is that that's already been disseminated through the ranks. So management already tells local management, corporate management tells local management, yeah, do what you got to do, get it done, keep the operation going, satisfy the health department, blah, 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 all that whole thing. Because if you have a walk-in that goes down, you're talking about 10, 20, $30,000 worth of product that could go bad. Same thing with some of the other units. If you have certain hot side equipment go down, now they're really losing out. So now they're not able to serve certain items. If you could imagine, a griddle goes down, a grill, heating lamps go down. Believe it or not, the warming lamps are a real big thing, because now when the food goes out cold. Now you got all these orders coming back to the kitchen, and then they have to redo the orders. They're having to redo some of those orders because the people are like, hey, this ain't hot enough. Give me a new one. This is old. I want something fresh. Even though it was just made, but by the time they make it, put it on the serving line, then by the time the servers come pick it up, walk it on over to the table, that sucker's cold, because that server is also taking care of 15, 20 other positions, other tables. So it's a whole snowball effect. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is, you can go to some of these people and you can make arrangements on getting paid. They might say, hey, look, come, we'll pay you out the register. Don't worry about it, because these locations are generating millions of dollars each. So it's not like they're struggling, but they all have to kick their money back up to corporate. So if you can catch them, you can catch some of that money before it gets kicked back up to corporate, then you're fine. So that is Twin Peaks. So this has been something in the making for some time. Let me see. Let me go to Twin Peaks. Hold on. Oh, that's what I was trying to go to. Hey-oh. Let's see here. Locations. Oh, and everybody likes Twin Peaks over Hooters. Hooters is in bankruptcy, or was in bankruptcy. They've closed so many Hooters here in the Houston area. The one in Galveston closed. I think the one in Galveston closed last year. The one where I used to live over on Highway 6 by I-10, in between Westheimer and I-10, that Hooters closed. That Hooters used to be like 5 minutes from my house. So let me see here. Oh yeah, you're right. There is nothing. There is nothing. There is nothing over there. Oh no. I need that soundbite. I feel sorry for your mother. I feel sorry for you, bro. No Twin Peaks. Ouch. Hoyos Locos. We got Hoyos Locos. We've got a entertainment, adult entertainment group owns a series of restaurants in addition to clubs. They own a series of restaurants here, and they do quite well. I think they're called Bombshell or something. But I believe they're only just in the Houston market. Oh, this is tragic. This is sad. Hold on one second. This is so sad. Oh no. Let's see what Florida got. Yeah, Florida still got theirs. I can't really go. Yep, West Palm Beach. Okay, so West Palm Beach is there. West Palm Beach Lakes. Damn, what's that thing? But yeah, here in Texas, yeah, we got, as you can see, we got quite a bit. Texas, ooh, Dallas ain't playing. Let me see what. Damn, none in New Orleans, but it looks like Baton Rouge. Yeah, Baton Rouge got theirs. So they're out there in the different markets. So now when you're dealing with them, you want to make arrangements with the actual manager of the location. Oh, Carpigiani. Okay. Yeah, sure. We will talk about Carpigiani. All right, let me do this one. We will do Carpigiani. So Carpigiani, this is the American arm of the Italian ice cream, gelato, puff pastry mix, pâte-choux, whatever the hell it's called. Hold on, what do I have to go to? Food service professionals? Is that what it's under? No. Hold on, it's gonna be under. And they just about Carpigiani has class every month because Carpigiani the K3 is the option for McDonald's. So instead of the McDonald's owner going with Taylor, they have the ability to go with the Carpigiani. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, wait. Maybe it's up here. Let me go to, services. Damn, it's under services. There we go, Carpigiani. Oh, class schedule. Damn, my bad. It's right up there at the top, my bad. Okay. Oh, you found out one of your boys moved to High Point, North Carolina. Oh, now careful, because your wife don't want you over there with Doug Art and tackling and grappling. So this is a little concerning. I've been telling you guys to go ahead and attend these classes. Now, in all fairness, February's class might just be weather related. So I'm not gonna go, like you said, you just were dug out and all that other stuff. February's class might be weather related, even if the facility is still open, the facility is still available for people to get on over there. It might be difficult for other people, like trying to fly out and trying to get on over there to High Point, North Carolina, even to find rooms and things like that. Truck drivers might take up the rooms, whatever. Point being, they're doing every single month. I have harassed this woman for damn near a decade. I harassed this woman and asked her for a schedule, asked her when is training gonna be, all that whole, because she emailed me, she used to email me the training schedule and all that other good stuff. So now she's finally got the damn thing posted. I don't have to call her, I don't have to harass her, I don't have to email her. It is here. This is, like I said, this is the training for the K3. The K3 is the one for McDonald's. See, it's only going to be a class of 10. This is for McDonald's. You know, they would prefer for you to be an in-house tech for McDonald's. One of you guys actually has 2 McDonald's that you're the in-house technician for. And that's a good thing. Hold on a second. Where the hell's that at? Well, this is it. I'm telling you, this is it. I don't know what this the K3 online training course is. I think I might have to just have to sign up on one of these and see what the hell the deal is. So I don't know what. So this is as you can see, this looks very old, and that's because it is. This is the sign up. This is the original sign up from 10 years ago. She's still using it. This is a Google form. It used to be the only form. So this is the Google form. Yeah, she said it has switch accounts and all that other good stuff. But yeah, you just fill out information. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. My Instagram. Since I got a couple of screens I'm working with. All right, cool. All right. So yeah, you just fill out this information. If you are or if you are not a technician, word to the wise, it doesn't really make a difference. So if you're not, it doesn't matter. EPA certified, doesn't matter. So you can put no on there. It doesn't really matter. Is attendee AVO certified? Just no. Right, and this goes right to her. There it is. See, it's a Google form. This is the form she came up with 10 years ago. So this goes right to her office. I don't know if she's still, oh, Big Mike Adams, what's happening? And Hydro Clean Solutions, what's up on Instagram? So it doesn't, just fill out the form. Someone from that office is going to get back with you, give you the link, so that you can go ahead and do it. So here, what are they doing? Keep in mind that in order to attend any of the scheduled classes, you got to do the prerequisites, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the agenda, hotel lodging. Class is held at no charge. They're providing lunch and snacks. Dinner, transportation, and hotel stay will be paid for by the distributor, if you're dealing with a distributor, or the service company, which in this case is going to be you. So you're going to have to pay for your own dinner. You're going to have to pay for your own transportation to and from the hotel, and you're going to have to pay for the hotel stay. But this is a very old form. The hotel that you're going to stay at is going to shuttle you back and forth. She just hasn't made any changes on that. She hasn't made any changes. So, can I put the link in the chat? Sure, I always got the link on there. Hold on one second. Hold on. There you go. And there it is. So there's the link. And so now I'm watching Instagram. Oh, I need to move that Instagram a little bit. Oh, you guys can't see it. That's me. My bad. So, okay, good. The link, I can see the link on Instagram. So all that is there. Hold on, let me do one more thing. YouTube, let me do my YouTube studio. So my apps, you got any other questions? All right, hold on, let me add this to the other side. All right, so how we doing out there? You guys got any other questions on? You got any other questions on any type of hot side equipment? Questions on the refrigeration, commercial laundry? I think there was commercial laundry today. I believe there was commercial laundry today. Hold on one second. All right. Hold on, flashing back and forth between. I got a bunch of screens on now. I'm gonna add. I think I'm gonna add at least 1 or 2 more screens to my setup. Anyone? 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 Anyone know the facts? All right. Hold on. What was I going to show you? Hold on 1 second. Oh, let's see here. Oh, if we go to Zero Zone, and I'm so sorry I don't have any good laundry for you guys. All that stuff is booked up. All the laundry is booked up. As you see, Alto Sham is booked up. All this stuff is you got to jump on it. You got to jump on it early. All right, so what we got here with Zero Zone. Zero Zone, this is going to get you in the Dollar General, Family Dollar. And like I said, this class is their classes are $600. So let's see what else you got. Let me go to resources. Where the hell's the damn classes? Maybe it's under tech support. Okay. But anyway, so when you go for Zero Zone classes, this is going to teach you CO2. Man, what the hell? Where is it? Now, let me go to home. So you're going to learn all kind of racks like this, the merchandisers. There you go. You would recognize this from Dollar Tree. And these are in your grocery stores, and you would recognize that from grocery stores and from pharmacies, that type of thing. The pharmacies that are selling, you know, beverages and food and stuff like that. So I believe it's going to be down here at the bottom. Manuals and instructions. I'm doing all this, and I know the classes are already booked up, but I just want to go through and show you anyway. Looks like they might have made some changes to the damn display. My bad. My bad for taking you on this journey, but because the classes are usually full very quickly. Anyway, that's the hybrid. Oh. Communications error. Oh, it's over here. My bad.
This video will show the essentials for field installing a top-mounted condensing
So they cover
unit
all
kit
this kind of stuff
onto a remote zero-zone case. This case and condensing unit combination is known as a zero-zone hybrid merchandiser. Parts will be shipped inside the case. See our installation manuals or watch our other installation videos for additional information. Set and level the display case according to instructions found in the installation and operation manuals. Tape shims directly to the floor and not between bases and hat channel rails. Lift the condensing unit onto the case using safe lifting techniques. Be careful. Condensing units can weigh over 200 pounds.
There's a king valve.
Be careful not to scratch the case when lifting the unit into position. Pre-lubricate the threads and O-rings with POE oil before connecting them. This is critical because not lubricating the mating surfaces may increase the potential for leaks.
So these are the line sets, just like you do in a remote ice
The
machine.
condensing unit is positioned with the quick connect couplings on the case facing the quick connect coupling on the condensing unit.
So if you're familiar with working on ice machines, then
to ensure a good
it's
seal.
not an issue.
Then tighten with the torque
With the
wrench
zero.
to the proper torque values found in the hybrid manual. Check the couplings for leaks according to industry standards. Install piping insulation to the suction line and quick connect
like I said, the
couplings
zero zone
using the supplied
classes
cable
are
ties.
usually full.
This prevents frost from accumulating on the suction line. A hybrid merchandiser will typically use a pump and evaporation pan to remove condensate.
Zero zone
Some
classes
stores may use a
are
floor drain
full.
instead of the
Like
condensate
as soon as they
pump
announce
and
a class,
evaporation
it's gone.
pan. To
As
install
soon as
the
they announce a class.
condensate pump, start by applying PVC primer and then PVC adhesive to the case drain lateral. and attaching it to the pipe elbow under
those damn drains get blocked up.
This video demonstration.
And then you gotta lift up the whole damn case.
Fasten the piping bracket to the front of the foam floor. Place the supplied clear vinyl tube over the inlet to the pump tank. Fasten into place using the supplied hose clamp.
So when you see this, you know that this is a point of failure. So there's always good money with these damn units. Let's see.
Apply PVC primer to the drain lateral, then use PVC adhesive to glue the PVC elbow to the drain lateral. Make sure the elbow is angled downward for proper flow. Install the pump bracket into the holes in the foam
floor. They almost never do that.
Onto the pump bracket. For
they almost never do that.
Reveal merchandiser, the pump will rest on the floor instead of in a pump bracket.
And then the pump
attach the discharge line to the pump.
Like all condensate
plug the pump into the outlet receptacle.
Unless you get a Beckett, you must
set the evaporation pan on top of the case.
You know, the evaporation pan
from the back to the top of the case. Two cases may share a single evaporation pan in some configurations.
So zero go all the way around and just
over the edge of the pan and fasten it to the case.
Good work.
Plug the condensate evaporation pan into the case upper electrical box. For reveal merchandiser, the store must supply power for the condensate evaporation pans. All supply power lands at the condensing unit. Case power comes from the condensing unit electrical box. Next, we will install the noise reduction kit. Place the rear brace on the back of the case about 3 inches away from the liquid line riser. Take the pre-cut insulation, form into a U-shaped box, and place it over the condensing unit. A front brace holds it in place. Install the flat insulation panel and angle brace. Then add U-clips to the insulation panels. Mount the balloon guard to the U-clips and the case. The balloon guard should be installed at an angle. Make sure the balloon guard is tight and straight. The next step is to install the shroud. Loosen the fasteners on the raceway cover and install the front shroud using the same fasteners. The front shroud should be installed first to determine the correct position of the side shrouds. For crystal merchandiser and reveal merchandiser, install the side shrouds before the front shrouds.
All right, so you guys get a good idea of what
to the front shroud to ensure a tight fit. Then secure it to the end panel. Install angle brackets to support the front and side
anyway,
shrouds,
they teach you how to do
making
all
sure
of
that
it.
the shrouds
Everything you're looking at, they teach you how to do all of it.
Refer to the hybrid manual for instructions about signage shrouds or shrouds for a case lineup. Position the electrical box so the controller display is easily visible through the front shroud. Secure the electrical box with the same fasteners that mounted it to the case for shipping.
All right, we are
Use the controller display to update the settings in the case controller. Follow the instructions in the hybrid
manual.
There's the
Dixon controller that I was trying to talk about on Sunday.
After the case is powered, prime the drain trap with water and install the drain screen. Thank you for watching the basics of field installing a condensing unit kit on a remote case. Now, step back and take a look at your zero-zone hybrid merchandiser. Your work is done, and its work can begin.
So, why do I show you this and about the training for that? It's because this is a completely different style of work. Like I said, this brings you into your grocery stores. Now you start working with your combis. You have these merchandisers. It's a lot of walk-in work. rotisseries, rotisserie ovens. I don't say have to work on just a lot of merchandising display, rotisserie ovens, the peanut butter grinders by Bun. Oh, and then the ice machines. A lot of ice machines. They have the ice machines for the meat, for the fish. So it all depends. It all depends on what direction you want to go in. It all depends on what type of direction you want to go in. When you're dealing with the specialty grocery stores, you don't have a lot of. I know I might have somebody say, "No, that's not true, Mike." But in my opinion, you don't have a lot of late night stuff. When you're dealing with the major ones, when you're dealing with Kroger and Publix, stuff like that, they want you to go at night. But when you're dealing with a little small ethnic German or Polish grocery store, a little Asian grocery store, and not, they got some pretty big ones, but when you're dealing with some of those, they really don't mind. They really don't want you there late at night. They don't have the staff for that. They want you there during the day, preferably in the morning. And, it's a different style of work than just say you're going to McDonald's, Olive Garden, Twin Peaks, that type of thing. It's a much different work. It's you're constantly in demand. There are just so many pieces of equipment in these ethnic grocery stores. It's pretty much like servicing a Whole Foods. All right, so they have many of them have hot food stations where they're serving these ethnic food dishes. And then they still have the freezer cases and all that where they have their, let's just say like IKEA, like they have the Swedish meatballs and all that kind of stuff. So they still have their own like freezer cases with their foods from that country. So you're dealing with multiple different cases. Then you're dealing with bone saws. You're dealing with meat slicers, mixers. I mean, there's a lot of equipment in these different grocery stores. It can be anyway. So anyway, the Zero Zone, in my opinion, is key to that. You got Zero Zone. You got it's Turbo Air, but it's their King Air division. Let me show you that. And Brother Frank, what's happening with you? Close out some of these. What stuff is getting? Now let me go into Turbo Air. Yeah, it's called the Turbo Air Group, and it's called Tex King or whatever the hell it's called. The reach-ins. They're right here. The brands. Did they change the name yet again? Bake Tech. I got a slicer. I'm working on right now. I gotta look up a new motor and everything else for that. This is all Turbo Air stuff. They have about, I guess, 3-4 different names. And NAFM show is coming. Oh, NAFM is at the end of this month. NAFM is at the end of the month. Is that 2020? Oh, that was 2025. Damn. All right, Turbo Air Group. Turbo Air. There's the brands. And this is Korean, so it's gonna be helter skelter. It's all over the place. Turbo Air commercial refrigeration. That is the reach-ins. This is for the walk-ins and stuff. Texa King, there it is. Now this Bake Tech Innovation, this is Radiance. Bake Tech Innovation is Radiance. I actually like working on Radiance products. Most guys don't know how to work on it because everything is metric and it's reverse thread. I love it. I actually carry their parts, because most guys will just say they don't have it and they don't know where to get it from. So here is Tex King. What the hell did they do with the Tex King line? Oh, what did they do with the Tex King line? All right, it looks like I'm gonna have to just go directly to Tex King. Koreans, man. The Koreans, they shorten my lifespan, I swear. I got 2 pieces to work on for a Korean barbecue spot right now. One of which is actually 2 feet from my right leg. Tex King, Dallas. All right, so come on, man, show me the damn parts. Unit cooling. All right, so this is their walk-in, and then they have all this other good stuff. This is all turbo. As you can see at the top, this is all turbo air. This is all turbo air. This is under the Tex King line. This is where they have their open air merchandisers with using air curtains. So they directly compete. This line directly competes with the Zero Zone. And they are making this extremely difficult for me to show right now. Now the damn Tex King shows up. But what the? They are, you know what, let me just go back. They're making this thing so difficult. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find something. That's unit coolers. Damn, we were just here. We were just here. Let me see what this package unit looks like. All right, these are the package units. But anyway, let me show you. You gotta take my word for it. Open air merchandising. Ojeda. Now, why the hell am I putting in Tex King and then Ojeda comes up? We'll get to Ojeda in a minute. Beverage air. Everybody's coming up except for Texas, except for turbo air stuff. For sale. Let me do that. There we go. And of course, it's coming up with some a Tulsa. Wonderful. Tulsa Federal. The Vanco is bullshit. Turbo air. There we go. Here we go. This is still not what the hell I'm trying to show y'all. But anyway, these are in direct competition with Structural Concepts. These are in direct competition with Zero Zone. Like I said, this veers off into a whole nother part of the business. Federal is in play in this, as you just saw. Federal, Beverage Air, because Federal is Beverage Air. Beverage Air is Federal. You got a number of players in this arena right here. But just know when you see Tex King that it's actually Turbo Air. That's just what division they call that. Let me see what else Let me see if there's any questions. So my app says Zero Zone will put you on a list, but I am not going to Minnesota right now. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, you know what? Let me jump from this to Frymaster. And then I'm probably gonna wrap this up. This week has been a little hectic for me. I'm gonna see what I can do about. Oh wow! Prime Master says it is highly recommended to take the online classes prior to doing the in-person training, because the in-person training is not geared toward the beginner. They're primarily dealing with advanced technicians. And what stuff is off? They have all of this. One second. I'm over here trying to figure out which cord goes to what. I'm getting a I'm going to be adding onto my system, because Apple only gives you 2 ports, so I'm going to be getting a much larger splitting system powered USB system. So bear with me. One more section. Ooh, she updated this. This is nice of her. Very nice of her. Close. Oh, that was Maryland. Close. That's February 10th. Oh, I don't know if it's closed because it's booked or what. February 10th. And that's over there in Rosedale, Maryland, Georgia. So they do have a class for the 25th that's still open, because you only attend one of the 2 days. Oh, and that's with TWC. Nice. What's the other one? Oh, damn. Okay, March for Lancaster, PA. So if you're over there, Pennsylvania, or even, how far is Lancaster from New Jersey? I can't. Those of you that know, let me see how far this is. Lancaster, PA from New York. Is it 3 hours, 4 hours? What is it? Yeah, to Philly. Let's see what it is to Philly first. Woo! That's a nice drive. That's a nice drive. Oh, that's oof. So okay, you can go ahead and shoot an email. You could shoot an email over to the woman that is handling all this stuff. Email training@frymaster.com, and she will let you know if there's going to be a training class closer to you than that. And she will give you an email to confirm and let you know when you're good to go for class. But I don't know if some of these classes were closed due to the weather. If they're closed due to the weather, chances are they're coming back. Ooh, excuse me. Chances are they're coming back if they were closed to weather. Oh, let's see here. And these classes are also free. Right? They do spend most of the time talking about the McDonald's stuff, the love fryers. They talk about the 3000 and the 4000 series. The 4000 series with the touchscreen, with the latest and greatest touchscreen, should actually be there at class. So they have a lot of testing boards there. They're going to have about 2 or 3 different testing boards, but they will have the McDonald's love fryer there at the class. I believe it's going to be a 2-bank, so that you can go over it. And most guys already work on them so much that they can care less that they're actually there in the room or not. But that gives you a chance to go on over and take it apart, do whatever you got to do, ask them questions. Now, whether or not it's going to have power or not, that's a whole nother story. The testing boards have power, but the actual fryer itself is going to depend on the location. But once again, for these FryMaster classes, you do need to take the online training. You need to complete the online training first, and then they will allow you to take the classes. So that's what FryMaster. So some of you guys have these dreams and ambitions of working for having McDonald's as a client. So if you want a McDonald's as a client, get the Frymaster training. If you want McDonald's as a client, get the AJN Tunes training. If you want McDonald's as a client, get the K3 training. You will end up with a McDonald's as your client if you get the K3 training. And it'll be up to you if you can, shake, shimmy, and maneuver on over to the other stuff. If you want a McDonald's client, go for the FBD training. Let's see what else they've got over there. So I said the AJN Tunes. AJN Tunes, FBD, K3. Oh, Manitowoc. Take the damn Manitowoc class if you want a McDonald's. Matter of fact, let's go on over there right now. We're going to start with URI. And you guys are quiet, aren't you? Anyone? Let's see here. We've been on for a little over an hour, and I am going to begin to wrap this thing up. Oh, I didn't even cover this. This is the Trenton ESP training. Oh, Copeland Scroll. Oh, I got plenty of time to get into that because what is this, March? No, it's February 18th. Damn. February 18th. For you guys that are unfamiliar with compressors or you want to learn a little bit more about compressors, if you do work with them, Copeland goes around the country and they go to the URIs, they go to Baker and the other distributors, and they teach these classes about troubleshooting the compressor, what's, how they work, the whole how to deal with them, everything. And then they eventually are going to do the semi-hermetic compressors. Eventually, they're going to come back and start doing those. Hold on, let me look at this list. And all right, let me go to the first page. So yeah, today, my apps, they had classes for the Manitowoc, or today's second. Yeah, oh, today's the second. All right, so that's tomorrow. That's the classes that you're going to. Scotsman, that's Orlando. That's on the 4th. Manitowoc for Maryland. That's the 4th. Salisbury. The 5th is Newark, Delaware. And let's see here. Okay, here's an A2L training, but we'll get to that later. Once again, February 10th for Ohio. And hold on, let's see. Let me see what they're going to be talking about with this Sporland training. Okay, so they're going to be talking about TXVs, TEVs, probably EEVs, and all that other bullshit. Basic refrigeration fundamentals, solenoid valves, head pressure controls, Sporland catch-all, filter dryers, blah, 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 about the transition, that whole nine. So, of course, these are going to be free, and I wouldn't expect it to be, well, yeah, 2 hours. Breakfast will be served. I don't know if that 2 hours is including the breakfast, because I doubt this thing would last anything longer than an hour. All right, any questions you guys got before I go ahead and wrap this thing up? Just want to make sure I covered most of the stuff that's going on for the upcoming week. Baker. Orlando, that's tomorrow for Manitowoc. Longview, Texas, that's tomorrow. Hoshizaki here in Houston, that is Wednesday and Thursday. Another one, Orlando, that's the 4th. Longview, Texas, and the 4th. The 5th, that's the Manitowoc in Espanol. Melbourne, Florida, February 5th for Manitowoc. What the hell is this product training? I'm gonna leave that alone. Phoenix, Arizona, February 10th. That's for Manitowoc. Let's see what else we got. Phoenix, February 11th for Manitowoc. Another day in Phoenix. Geez, 3 days in Phoenix, February 12th. More than likely what they're doing is they're covering, you know, the large service companies, including Pepsi technicians, Coke technicians. Usually when I see something like that for a city the size of Phoenix, that's usually what's going on. And then any of your other large service companies are going to be sending their people over there. When you see, especially like Houston, when you see Houston's only doing like 2, when I see stuff like that, usually that means that they're actually doing specific classes for Pepsi. They're doing specific classes for Coke away from everybody else. That's usually what that is. Because like Houston used to have a full week of training classes. All right, so February 17th, we're a little far out though. February 17th, that's Manitowoc at Ayurveda, Colorado. And another one, so that's the 17th and the 18th for Ayurveda. Melbourne, Florida. Yeah, we just had Melbourne, Florida. Where the hell did Melbourne, Florida go? What, did Melbourne, Florida get knocked off the map or something? Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's March. We just had, hold on, let me go to URI. Because I think maybe Melbourne, Florida was URI. So I know I had that damn thing on the list. Newark, Sunrise, Brunswick, Annapolis, Henderson, West Virginia, whatever the hell that Robin. Man, I could have swore Melbourne was on that damn list. I could have swore Melbourne was there. Hold on, let me do this. Let me just go according to Florida. Huh? I don't know what I don't know what happened to Melbourne. What was Melbourne? Was Melbourne today? Is that why it's not on the list? Melbourne might have been today. Melbourne might just have been today. Where's my Excel? Or tell you what, yeah. I think Melbourne is probably not on the list because Melbourne was today. Yeah, we're not seeing it anymore. That's because the class is probably today. And don't forget, they have the online classes and everything else like that with Manitowoc. And then they have the class where you got to go up to Wisconsin. Don't forget, they have those. Now that costs quite a bit. Let's see here. So you got March. So we got March coming up. And this class is about $800 to go to class. And like I said, if you're interested in getting McDonald's as a client, you got one in mind, you're eyeing one. If you do the Manitowoc class, you know, that will help. Because especially the one where you go into Wisconsin, they're going to teach you remotes. all the stuff that you see in the background of that training class, they're going to teach you all of those. They're going to teach you the quiet cube and all that other good stuff. Brother, I don't know what happened to Melbourne. Like I said, they have the you can go over all of the Manitowoc items right here. They have everything that they're going to cover in class. They're all right here. In case you guys haven't troubleshooting. Oh, that's the exam. I don't want the damn exam. So if it looks familiar, just like the Pride Master and all the rest of them, that's because it is. Igniter Labs did this for them many, many years ago. Documents, yeah, there's the documents, blah, blah, blah. You can download documents. You have access to all the tech guides.
Here are the links to all applicable documents for the Indigo Next Series Air, Water,
there's a parts manual, service for the quiet cube,
condensing unit.
So everything that you would get in class, you're going to get, it's all here. So you actually don't have to go to class. So this is just a digital version of that book. Every single page is here. All 224 pages. All your schematics, everything else is there that all you guys drool over. It's all right there. Everything is there. Like I said, you can go ahead and flip between manuals. That's all. They used, at one point in time, they had every single manual from all other different lines. Manitowoc is all on its own. Years ago, you used to be able to go into Frymaster manuals. You used to be able to go into the clamshell griddle manuals, all that from just one location. Those days are long gone now. All right, so this, like I said, they have the modules where they teach you everything.
For water-cooled models, there will be 2 more plumbing
connections
at the rear of the ice machine head, in addition to the ice-making water inlet, 3/8 of an inch.
You guys want the link to this?
Female pipe thread.
Not to this one in particular, but where all the training is at. I can give you that one. All right. And with that, we are going to wrap this whole thing up. Let me show you. I do this every damn time. We're going to end this on the Hoshizaki. Like I said, for Texas, for Houston specifically, Wednesday and Thursday, I more than likely am going to go to the Thursday class. Things are pointing more and more to me going to the damn Thursday class. 7 to 11, so it's not gonna take up a whole hell of a lot of your day. 7 to 11. Realistically, I think it's like 8 to 11, because the first half is breakfast. But it could start at 7:30. It doesn't really start at 7. I think it starts at like 7:30 and it ends at 11, or ends at 10:30, 10:45. Usually like 30 minutes before the class is over, people are usually leaving anyway. It's normally a stampede to get out of the damn class in the Houston market. And with that, I am going to bid you guys adieu. I will be back for Thursday class. Don't forget, for you guys that are in Austin, Texas, if you're still watching, yeah, your stuff is February 10th. Corpus Christi. So now we're going in the opposite direction. That is February 11th. And in San Antonio, February 12th. They're all doing the mornings. And that's all we got for the rest of the month. So it's all Texas. They're just hitting up Southwest equipment and everybody that gets their parts from Southwest equipment. And with that, I am going to wrap this whole thing up. I will see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully I will have a better linear time frame of all the classes. But until then, I'll see you later. Oh, and thanks for all the support. Thanks for getting me to 1,002 subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys. Yo, my apps. Peace out, man. Oh, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, don't waste your time in the vain pursuit of this and that endeavor. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high.
Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
Well, I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something. And I'm here on a mission of mercy. I got your attention now? Good. A, B, C. A always B, B, C closing. Always be closing. Always be closing. Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Be relentless. That's it, I'm done. Be relentless. That's it, I'm done. Be relentless.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit!
Answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
We are same, but different, but still same. Ha ha.